They say if you want to understand the future, look to Israel. Not because of its politics, not because of its power, but because of its prophecy. For thousands of years, this land has been the epicenter of divine promises, ancient wars, and cosmic mysteries. And today, more than ever, it stands at the crossroads of history and destiny. Some believe Israel is the ticking clock of the end times. Others say it's a myth, manipulated by religion and geopolitics. But one thing is certain: the story of Israel is not finished, and what happens next could change everything. To understand Israel's role in end-time prophecy, we must go back, far back, to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob. 3 patriarchs, 1 covenant, a promise made by God that their descendants would inherit a land and become a blessing to the nations. This covenant wasn't just territorial, it was spiritual. It was eternal. The Hebrew prophets Isaiah, Ezekiel, and Daniel spoke of a future where Israel would be scattered, then regathered, where Jerusalem would be trampled, then restored, where a temple would be destroyed, then rebuilt. These prophecies weren't vague, they were precise, and for centuries they seemed impossible. Until 1948. After nearly 2,000 years of exile, persecution, and diaspora, the Jewish people returned and the nation of Israel was reborn in one day, just as Isaiah foretold. Can a nation be born in a single day? It was. The world watched in awe, and for many, it was the beginning of the end. Not in despair, but in fulfillment. Because the rebirth of Israel wasn't just political, it was prophetic. If Israel is the heart of prophecy, Jerusalem is its pulse. 3 religions claim it. Countless empires have fought over it. And yet, it remains. The Bible calls Jerusalem the city of the great King. It's where Jesus was crucified, where Muhammad ascended, where Solomon built the temple. But prophecy says it will be the epicenter of a final conflict, a war not just of nations, but of heaven and earth. Zechariah writes, "I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people." And today, that trembling is real. Perhaps the most explosive prophecy of all is the rebuilding of the 3rd temple. The first temple, built by Solomon, was destroyed by Babylon. The second, rebuilt by Zerubbabel and expanded by Herod, was destroyed by Rome. But prophecy speaks of a third, a final temple, standing in the last days. Here's the controversy. The Temple Mount is currently occupied by the Dome of the Rock, one of Islam's holiest sites. To rebuild the Jewish temple would require removing or sharing this sacred space. Some say it's impossible. Others say it's inevitable. And in the shadows, plans are already being drawn. Priestly garments are being sewn. Sacrificial altars are being prepared. Red heifers are being bred. Is this devotion or provocation? As Israel rises, so does resistance. Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas. Nations surrounding Israel have vowed its destruction, and yet Israel survives, thrives, innovates. But prophecy warns a coalition will come, a final war, the Battle of Armageddon. Some believe this will be a literal conflict, nations converging on Israel. Others interpret it symbolically, a spiritual war, a global reckoning. Either way, the tension is building. Somebody believed Israel is the prophetic clock. Its rebirth, its conflicts, its temple, all signs that we are living in the final days. The Bible is unfolding before our eyes, and every headline is a verse fulfilled. Others believed Israel is a geopolitical tool. Prophecy is being weaponized. Religious zeal is driving global instability, and the end times are a self-fulfilling narrative. One sees divine destiny, the other sees dangerous delusion. Which is true, or could both be? Central to end-time prophecy is the return of the Messiah. For Christians, it's Jesus. For Jews, it's someone yet to come. For others, it's metaphorical, a new age, a shift in consciousness. But prophecy says he will come to Jerusalem, to the Mount of Olives, to the temple. And when he does, the world will change. Some believe he will bring peace. Others fear he will bring judgment. And still, we wait. In the book of Revelation, it speaks of a global system, a mark, a beast, a control over buying and selling. Today, Israel is a leader in surveillance, cybersecurity, and biometric tech. Coincidence or convergence? Some believe this is the infrastructure of prophecy. Others say it's paranoia. But the lines are blurring, and the future feels scripted. The Abraham Accords, peace treaties, diplomatic shifts. Prophecy says the nations will gather, some to bless Israel, others to curse it. And in the end, a covenant will be made, a false peace, a betrayal. Daniel writes of a ruler who will confirm a covenant with many. Some say this has already begun. Others say it's yet to come. But the pieces are moving. One of the most overlooked prophecies is the return of the Jewish people to their land. From Russia, from Ethiopia, from America, they are coming home. Just as Ezekiel saw in his vision of dry bones, a nation reborn, a people restored. And with every plane that lands in Tel Aviv, the prophecy breathes. Zechariah speaks of a day when the Mount of Olives will split in two, a massive earthquake, a divine arrival. Geologists have confirmed a fault line beneath the mount. Coincidence or confirmation? Some say it's symbolic, others say it's seismic, but the ground is trembling, and the prophecy is waiting. Israel is more than a nation. It's a mirror reflecting our hopes, our fears, our future. Some see it as the fulfillment of divine promise. Others see it as the spark of global chaos. But perhaps the truth lies not in choosing sides, but in asking deeper questions. What does prophecy mean in a world of politics and power? What happens when ancient texts collide with modern technology? And if Israel truly is the clock of the end times, then what time is it? Prophecy is not prediction, it's preparation. Is Israel the key to the end times, or the greatest mystery of them all?